Te Taiwa o Tamaki. Hi, my name is Zara and I go to Panmure School. I am a Year 8 student and I have had my netbook for 3 years. This is about the Omaru River. The Omaru River is a river that goes along Point England Reserve. What we have done for this is that we had to read three or more articles and write down the positive and negative effects. Something positive is that Made volunteers are planting trees. Something negative is that the Omaru River is polluted because there was a leakage with wet wipes. If you're wondering what the text boxes below the images, they are a way of thanking the people who took the photos. This is the water life observation. Student leaders went down to the Johnson Reserve to test our local waterway. What I learned was the common bug we found was the limnia snails. For this activity, we had to describe the features of a river. Something I learned was the river's source goes to the ocean. People in Auckland have been asked to conserve water. Conserve means to save or keep something valuable. This is the water cycle. There are four steps to the water cycle: condensation, precipitation, collection, and evaporation. For this activity, we had to partner up and read three articles, and we had to write down the author's purpose and the main ideas. Here is a picture of my blog, and it also has my blog link. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you will learn something new.
Hi, my name is Mia, and I will be showcasing some of the learning that we have done at Panmure Bridge School. This is my blog link. Feel free to leave a comment. In this DLO, we had to write about the Omaru River. We read a few articles showing the positives and negative perspectives of this. One of the positives was that Mad Ave volunteers plant trees when it is Matariki. This is my my food interconnective web. This showcases how animals can feed from each other. And we used animals and plants that related to the estuary system. In Auckland, we have currently been asked to conserve water in Auckland. We have been asked to conserve water by turning the tap off while brushing your teeth, or maybe taking a 3 to 4 hour shower, or 3 to 4 minute shower. The student leaders went down to Johnson Reserve to test our local waterway. In one of the process, we had to do a pH test. If you don't know what pH stands for, it is potential of hydrogen. We basically had to put a strip of paper into the water and match one of the codes to the pieces of results. Features of the Tamaki estuary. I didn't know that the river channel was where most of the water gets held. And did you know that the meander is where it bends and it, yeah. In reading, we have been asked to read a few articles based on our local community. We used PI, which stands for Persuade, Inform, and Entertain. This is again my blog link. You can feel free to comment on one of my pieces of work. Thank you for listening, and I hope you take something new to discover.
Hi, my name is Jeremiah. I'm a Year 7 student at Panmure Bridge School. I have had my netbook for 2 years. For reading this term, we've did why care and why care. It is a topic that has covered a vast area of reading, such as comparing and contrasting, inferring, and making connections. My favorite part was doing the perspective it because I got to see the ideas involved. Um, a link we did to inquiry was what is a river? I have created a 25-word summary with one of my classmates named Mickey. The thing I liked the most was learning about tributaries because they're a source of water that tributes to the river. This term we've been looking at the water crisis that Auckland has been facing. We've been asked to cut down to 20 litres per day because water care couldn't clean our water fast enough. This DLO has the positive and negative things people are doing to the Omari River. One of the positive things I found was that Madav are trying to clean it up and plant trees, and the negative is that people are still flushing down wet wipes. This term we were lucky enough to get Sally from Watercare. She has taught us about many tests such as the pH testing. This is a presentation about what we did. Here we learned the first activity we did was learn about bugs. My favorite bug was the mayfly bug. Next we went outside to play a game. Someone was blindfolded and someone had a lunchbox to shake. And we did this to learn about how blind insects found their food. Next, we learned about the numbers. I could see all the numbers, which made it good. Next, we learned about the acidic and alkaline. The water here was alkaline. Sorry. Here, alkaline is not good, nor is acidic, but neutral is alright. This is my blog, and I'd appreciate it if you comment and see what you thought. Thank you for listening.
Hi, my name is Sanujan. I'm a 7 student in Learning Space 2, and I've been having a Chromebook for 3 years. This is a presentation I have created on Tetea or Tamaki, and I would like to share some of the learning I have been doing in inquiry this term. This DLO shows the different parts of a water cycle, and they are condensation, evaporation, collection, and precipitation. This dialogue shows the problems that people had when it flooded and the water decreasing. It also tells us how we could conserve more water. The thing I found interesting while making this was that this was the place where our year 7 and 8 went for camp. This dialogue is about the Omar River, and it shows the positive and the negative effects people are having. The positive effect I found interesting while making this was that 800 volunteers are planting 100 trees to get more oxygen. And the negative thing is that people are littering and the fishes are dying. This is a dialogue on the different parts of a river. The thing I found interesting while making this is that a river is divided into many small parts. And for example, a meander is a bend or a curve of a river. This is a dialogue on the agent of change. I think that I can be an agent of change by picking up rubbish, and picking up rubbish will help the environment get clean, and also we can have a healthy environment. The thing I found interesting while making this is that everyone can be an agent of change, and agent of change is a role model. This is a presentation I've created on the water care, and I have worked collaboratively with Matthias. This dialogue shows the waste is about wastewater sewage. We've learned that drainages are there to stop our road from flooding, and when it floods and when it rains, the water goes to the drains. It flows through the stormwater drains, which leads to our rivers and streams. This slide is about why we need clean water. Clean water is used to keep us hydrated, and we use them to do the dishes, flush the toilet, and more. This is a challenge, and this challenge is called rivers and lakes. First we had First we had to place some rocks, and then we had to place a plastic cover over it. Then pour it with water. After that, we had to count how many rivers we had made. This challenge is about a river race. We had to place rocks near to each other and then cover to the sheet and pour water on it. And we had to look out for which water in the river ends to the end first. Our final activity was to create a lake by placing the rocks into a circle and then placing a plastic cover. And we had to pour lots of water in, and we had to look and the winner will be if they have the more water. They have lots. This is a short animation I have created about what will happen if we throw rubbish on the ground. This is my blog. I would appreciate it if you could go on it and post some comments. Thank you.